Hey fellow duelists, it's me Dox, and I'm going to open my Legend of Blue Eyes booster box that I got with the new sets came out. I also got an Invasion of Chaos box as well, and I figure we'd let Para do the video with his Invasion of Chaos box. I did pick up some pretty good ones though. I got a nice Strike Ninja and a Dimension Fusion. Some pretty cool things, but I'm very excited about the Legend of Blue Eyes. Oh, by the way, thanks everybody. We officially have over 100 subscribers. It's pretty cool. I know, GOAT format is not the most popular thing out there, but it is super cool that you guys have been coming, hanging out, listen to me and Para chat about Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to open this thing backwards. All right. So the reason I got, I had to get Invasion of Chaos because, that one's like the bomb. But the reason I really wanted to get the Why Settled on Blue Eyes as opposed to Metal Raiders, Pharaoh's Servant, Spell Ruler, why I kind of prioritize Legend of Blue Eyes is because that's kind of the packs I remember getting the most when I was younger. I'd walk down to the Kmart with some friends. It came out in 2002, so that would make me 10 years old at the time. And there's just a lot of nostalgia there, a lot of good times. Pack number 1. Umi got the classic. Mystical Sheep 2, Machine Conversion Factory, Hitatsumi Giant, Reaper of the Cards. What a classic. Oh, Piece of Exodia. Oh my god. I never had a Piece of Exodia before, except a one that was, I think it was in Spanish or some other language. I don't remember because I was young. And it was beat up pretty bad. So that's super neat. It's exciting. 13th Grave, Cash In, Pegamusha the Blue Flame. That's a pretty cool pickup. I'll put a link to Para's video of him opening his Invasion of Chaos pack. So make sure you check that out as well. Skull Servant, Enchanting Mermaid, Root Water, Silver Fang, love him. Flame Ghost, Lesser Dragon, Beaver Warrior, Basic Insects, and Petite Dragon. This makes a lot of sense. I really did pick up a bunch of these whenever I was young because I used to have so many Petite Dragon. And the first time I opened it and saw it, I was like, yeah, that thing's cute. I guess whatever. But, I liked the more monster-y kind of looking cards. But then, you're looking through your cards and you're like, man, I've got like 10 Petite Dragons. I need to get rid of these. These are messing up my street cred. King Fog, M Warrior number 1, Tyhone, 2-pronged attack. Oh, that's amazing. A Blue Eyes. Love that art style too. Sandstone, Firegrass. This is kind of mean, and I don't promote destroying Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but me and my friends used to get all of our Firegrass that we had and hide them whenever we'd visit. We'd go over to somebody's place and we'd bring over a copy of Firegrass and we'd hide them, and later they'd let us know, like, hey, I found some stupid Firegrass in my room. I know those aren't mine. You guys hid those. Ray and Temperature, Silver Bow and Arrow, Laser Cannon Armor, Cherubim the Fire Knight, Flame Swordsman. This has been an awesome opening so far. Looks so nice. Dark Gray, Metabat, Irby, Legendary Sword. Such a basic, simple, but also cool Yu-Gi-Oh card. Trial of Nightmare, Succubus Knight, Turtle Tiger, Beast Fang, Stop Defense, Mammoth Graveyard, and Warrior number 2, Kagemusha the Blue Flame, Green Phantom King. There's a friend of mine that I work with. We play Magic together sometimes, like because I play Commander format every now and then. And he said he found a tin full of his old Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and he said he used to play Black Wings. And I'm like, okay, love Black Wings. They're freaking awesome. And I was over at his place last week, and we had a bunch of matches, and I had all my GOAT decks. But I'm just going to go ahead and open these and just point out something whenever I'm hyped. So we played, and I had just my GOAT decks, and he hadn't played Yu-Gi-Oh in years. Nice. Shiny Trap Hole. I actually pulled one of these. It had to have been from the Legend of Blue Eyes pack from when me and Pear opened up our 25th anniversary boxes. Very good haul so far. But yeah, anyway, we were playing together, and he threw some decks together. He had Black Wings, and it had some Synchros, and he made a water deck, which was fun. And I just went at him with my GOAT decks, and it was just awesome seeing the cards from other formats that I really don't get to see too much because I'm focused on GOAT. Love it nonetheless. Such a weird guy in the anime, right? Kaiba wakes up and the Witty Phantom's got him locked up. It's a weird dream. Also, I'll give an update on my Monarch deck that I took to the lab, which is exactly where I am now, opening packs. And it's been really fun. It's actually pretty fast, surprisingly. And I feel pretty confident with it. You got both materials for Flame Swordsman. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, it was just really fun. Just getting together with somebody playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Pretty much I'm always playing with Para or my wife or Para's wife. So it's always kind of exciting and a little bit nervous too whenever you go up against a new player in person, because there's, you want to be polite and make sure that you are clear with, what you're doing on your turn and stuff to make sure, if they've got something to interrupt, Got some burn cards in that one. There's so many vanilla monsters. I mean, even the Left Arm, Blue Eyes, and Flame Swordsman are a bunch of vanilla cards. I wonder if, I should have looked at who all comes out in this pack before I started the video, but I didn't think about it. I wonder if all pieces of Exodia come in here. It'd be weird to split up pieces between packs, but I really don't know. Just vanilla monsters and basic equip cards, couple fusions. This was Yu-Gi-Oh back then. It's kind of like a game of checkers, Also, hope you all appreciate the new mat. I decided to treat myself on top of buying Invasion of Chaos and Blue Eyes booster box. But I thought it'd be nice, something new for y'all to look at who come to the channel, and pretty much anytime I'm doing something, on the mat. I've got my squirrel mat. This is pretty much just a repeat of, pretty identical. So it looks like we started out spicy and now we got a lot of duds, but still fun opening packs. There's really nothing else like opening a pack of boosters from, whether it be Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic. It's just so fun, right? You don't know what you're going to get. You're always hoping for something. whenever you do get it, just is so satisfying, right? Bunch of other burn cards. Hinotama reminds me of whenever, I think it was Hinotama, when Yugi and Joey were dueling on the pier, which was one of my favorite duels, where Joey's possessed by Merrick and Yugi's got Joey's red eyes, and Joey has his deck pretty much buffed, quote unquote, by Merrick with a bunch of like burn cards to just take out Yugi's points because they were only at 4,000 in Battle City. And Yugi played Exchange whenever Joey was fighting Merrick's control, and Yugi's like, "You can take it if you want. Take your red eyes, Joey." And he's like, "Yugi's my friend. I gave that to him." And then they saved the day through friendship. It's not lame at all. Dark World Thorns, Monster Egg, Beast Fang, Taiho, Dragon Capture Jar, Furious Sea King. For a dude that buff, he can't. That can't be real. He's got to be wearing a suit because he's only got 800 attack. I always thought it was funny how strong he looked, and compared to how strong he was, because he wasn't. But yeah, with my Monarch deck, I know I'm kind of scatterbrained today. But with my Monarch deck with the Wind Engine, I haven't really gotten any sweet Spirit Ryu, that dragon. Really not any super good plays with it. But Twin-Headed Behemoth has been working out great. Troop Dragon has been working out great too. The creature swap, I can creature swap my Kamakiri. I can creature swap Troop Dragon. I think I can even swap my Twin-Headed Behemoth because it would go to my grave. You know, I don't know, though. I'd have to read that. Or ask Para. Para is always my rules guy. Because even whenever I find a rule, I just kind of want to double check, you know? It looks like some old guy that you would have done in the video game. Silver Fang and Dark World Thorns. Oh, that's what I wanted right here. Love the classic Yugi monsters. And I've got one of Yugi's, Joey's, and Kaiba's all right here. So if I pull crud the rest of this whole thing, this was a win because those look great. Maybe I'll pull some more. Good stuff. Got the camera next to me today instead of in front of me, so I'm trying to adjust to that. It's kind of nice looking at things from right side up, to be honest. It's almost you kind of know when you're opening some of these packs if they're going to be have some good cards in them or not. You just kind of have that sense to it, you know. Some that you're really excited about, you open slow, kind of cautious, and you know you're hoping, am I pulling something good? You know, I did not realize how many just fusion monsters they put in. I do remember that old game. I think I played it on PlayStation, the first PlayStation, where you could just fuse monsters together. Like, what was it? A dragon monster and a thunder monster for Thunder Dragon. Just like really like a random stuff. And it's like, who made the rules for that game? That's crazy. It's so much different than, you know, how the game really is. I was watching like a Yu-Gi-Oh! History thing. It was probably from the Duel Logs, if I had to guess. Shout outs to them. They're great channel. It was either that or a video my friend had sent me. It was actually, yeah, it was my friend who did the Warrior Monarch deck that I profiled on here. I'll go ahead and add that too at the end of the video for you to check that out if you want. But it was talking about how that game was so maybe not that game, but there was an old Yu-Gi-Oh game so incredibly hard to beat. And it was talking about like the RNG into it and like the cards that you literally had to have to be able to beat the game. And I think later there were enemies that like had first turn, Gate Guardian, and just some really OP monsters like that. Speaking of OP monsters, the fusion monster Master of Oz made up from Big Koala and Dez Kangaroo, maybe? I don't know, some other beast. Para had mentioned looking around for one, and he was deciding whether he should get one from Troll and Toad or TCG. Oh, nice. A Pot of Greed and a Swords of Revealing Light. That is excellent. Could always use more Pot of Greed. And that Swords is nice too. But he was saying, Maneater, 800. He's eating a little man. Him and that are just as strong as each other. It's funny. Oh yeah, so Para was talking about Master of Oz, the 4200 fusion beast, because of Cyberstein, right? He wanted Cyberstein out, Master of Oz, and do like some OTK stuff that he had been experimenting with. I actually had a super old copy of Master of Oz. It's pretty beat. And I told him it was too, but I showed him it. I was like, hey, I mean, you can just have it if you want to use it for stuff, because I don't have a Cyberstein. I don't really plan on using Cyberstein, at least for the moment, even though I do think he's a really cool card. But it was pretty cool because I went over there the other day. We had a few like quick matches. We had some other stuff we wanted to do. So we're just knocking out some matches, and I gave him that Master of Oz. And then he was playing with his, what was it? He's using the Rescue Cat deck that he's been working on. And I think he's made a few adjustments, but so far it's really, really good. And he's Cyberstein, and he did Master of Oz. And I was like, hey, are you really trying to beat me with this guy that I just gave you? I was like, if you beat me with this, I'm going to just take it back. A Tri-Horn Dragon. I've never had one of these before. Looks super good. Oh, look, and I got Firegrass. Looks like a big pile of crap. I think there's just one more pack to open. Oh, there's two. I got two left. I've been trying to be a little less winded with these videos, or at least manage it somewhat so things aren't unbearably long. I know we got to take a break from Yu-Gi-Oh! Eventually. Spirit of the Harp, nice. Para really likes the angels and the demon sort of aspect to Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially, that's kind of why Chaos can be so fun, because of that. And like, what other like media or game thing really does like that kind of stuff as fun as Yu-Gi-Oh! There's tons of great stuff out there with that like aspect to it or whatever. Like, I'm a huge Dark Souls guy, so that comes to mind with the monsters and the light and dark stuff. Love those designs in that game. Final pack, and I got a Turtle Tiger, and I got Gravedigger Ghoul. Target up to 2 monsters in your opponent's grave, banish them. Nice anti-chaos. That's the last pack. Not a lot going on there. But that's cool. I think I am super pleased with my pickups, that being the Tri-Horn Dragon, Pot of Greed, Swords. I got one piece of Exodia, so maybe I'll have to get the others now. This is actually the first copy that I own, besides that other language one I had back in the day. But anyway, this was super fun opening my Legend of Blue Eyes booster box. And thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.